everybody, to the Rundown. I am Shaila, air personality for 107.5 WBLS, and everything that runs between your antennas. Yes, I did say antennas in there, probably looking at me like antennas, but you see them right up here. Antennas throughout the course of the week, we're going to cover. We're going to give it to you. Anything that shook you, has you stirred and shaken, we're going to cover it. Even if we have to cry in your mouth, we are going to deliver it to you, all right? I got my girls with me, true blue, tight like glue to my left and my right. Marie, as
Hey,
well
guys.
as Krista.
Hi, y'all.
All right. So since we were talking about crying in your mouth,
Oh,
I
my
figured we
gosh.
start
Sheesh.
with Insecure, the final season, second episode. Issa decides that she's ready to move on and have sexual relations with that man, Nathan.
Yes.
And guess what?
Oof, Lord.
She wasn't ready. All of a sudden, they start kissing and right in his mouth. Who does that? And he knows that she's crying about Lawrence. So I'm like, who does that? Have you ever done that?
It's happened to me.
No.
I promise you it has. I didn't cry in his
Krista.
mouth. I didn't
What?
cry in his mouth, but it was a really messy situation. And, I thought I was just ready. And I'm like, yeah, I'm over it, real tough. And then when it came down to it, it was just like, yep, nope, can't do it. And the tears just came, like crying. Like,
Well,
he consoled me, like hugged me, like it's okay.
Like Nathan
Like
said.
Nathan said.
Wait,
It's
now
okay.
was this right after a breakup?
Like I said, it was messy.
Okay,
It
all
was
right. So we
messy.
won't get into
We
it.
won't get into it.
We'll save that tea for another time.
Right. But cried. I went home, called my friends, got yelled at by my friends. But we here. It happens. We back.
Well, I tell you, Nathan left. Okay,
Yes.
Spoiler alert. He had enough. He did console her, but he was gone in the middle of the night. I want to rewind to the first episode since we just started the rundown. But what was a poignant part in there for me was Kelly and her rude awakening when they went to the reunion and she found out she had died.
Right.
And that happens to some people. People say, I thought you died. And that's a horrible thing to say. If you ever thought somebody that you don't say that. But Kelly, I think what came out of that is a question that shook us all. And it was, if you knew things were going to end today, how would you do things differently? And it had everybody thinking about, their mortality and how it could very well end tomorrow. Now, I'd like to ask you girls, if Insecure was to end today and you were writing the last episode, how would it end for you?
I think for me, Issa finally chooses herself. She tried love twice with Lawrence, and it didn't work out. And I don't think she's ready to be a stepmom. I think she's focused on her business, which is booming right now. So I think she's just gonna focus her energy on herself and living her best life.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think for me, Molly does the same thing, but Molly doesn't stay in California. Like she'll branch out, she'll start her own firm, because she's coming into where she's realizing who she is as a person. Like when she was on the dating app and she was going back to figure out who she was, so she's taken that and she's taken accountability for her actions from the past and bringing it to the future. She's also going to branch out and like live her life and be great at what she does.
I think, if they take away Lawrence, and meaning if Issa leaves him, then they won't take away Molly. I do think, because we all have friends that we used to hang out with tough,
Yes.
and we don't hang out with them anymore, but we're still friends, and I think that's where Molly and Issa may be headed. I think like you, I don't think she's going to be with Lawrence. I don't think that Tiffany is going to be with her husband either. That's because it's not his baby.
Nope.
Nope, I'm not believing that.
I'm telling you.
Not at all.
Have you heard it? Yes, I know somebody out there heard it. Remember, I think it was last season, they said something. Somebody said something, and it pertained to an affair that Tiffany had. And the baby was in question. Like, have people saying,
So when do we find out that this baby?
This is my ending.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
Fair enough.
All right. And I think Molly's accountability is liberating. I love
absolutely.
watching her coming into her own, and hopefully she'll realize that she doesn't have to have a man to be whole. However, your friend on the Real Housewives of Potomac, I don't know what's going to make her feel whole.
Oh, Lord.
I don't know either. Like, Candace, she's so damn entitled, and it's so like
It comes from being married to
yes,
a white
married
man.
to a white man. Like, I can't stand it. Like, watching that last episode, I know you guys saw it when she was just talking about white privilege. It's two white men having a conversation amongst themselves,
Right.
trying to resolve any issues they may have, and
Right.
because you're not included, it's white privilege, and you get up and storm out of a wedding reception.
I think sometimes she forgets that she's married to a white man.
She must have.
Just like I think she forgets that she can't sing.
Oh my God.
You know, she thinks she a member of Climax or something.
No, I liked her last music video.
Oh, my God.
It was a little bop.
Music.
It,
It's the music you like, Marie. It's not the
The
singing.
video was giving like summertime vibes,
Right.
like how
But-
you would hang,
Right, but you love the music.
Okay.
You love the vibe. Ain't nobody said nothing about, and I love how she hits those riffs.
Ooh.
wow.
Now that's shade.
That's
Y'all
honey.
the
know who
truth.
Climax is, right?
Heard of them? Not, you know.
They could sing.
Okay.
Meeting in the ladies' room. Be back real soon.
Okay.
All right, all right.
All right.
Teaching y'all a little something.
Okay.
Around, you know, they
Teach
can
Candace
sing.
too.
Yes.
Yeah, Candace could learn a thing or
Little note
two.
too. Yeah.
Can't wait for the reunion. It's gonna be
Ooh.
fire.
Oh my goodness, can't wait.
All right.
Nicki Minaj is gonna be
mhm.
holding that mic.
And I heard she really lights into Candace as well.
Yep.
Yep.
All right.
Mhm.
Well, if we could burn up a show, which show would that be?
Ooh, Lord, are you guys ready?
No, we're not.
Listen, OWN is back with a new season of Ready to Love with our very own nephew Tommy. Big shout outs to him. And you know what, guys? I am disappointed.
Why?
I'm disappointed
Why?
because Ready to Love is taking over DC, and I have yet to see anyone on that cast that I
Not
would be
one.
like, you know,
Not one.
not one.
Not
Girl,
one.
I
I
don't know.
thought my husband was out there.
He out there. We gotta go. I'm always in DC.
Okay.
We'll go.
They
We'll
should
go.
put us- Tommy, you should have had us cast.
We would have vetted properly.
Oh, yes.
Exactly. So, Shayla, I have to ask you, what is your thoughts about Corey?
I think Corey ain't ready for nothing.
Oh, my God.
You know, I think he came on this show as a joke, and they picked him. And from the first episode, he got burnt because he thought he could run his game on that whole first episode and totally got tore up. Now I think everything that he does is put on.
Mm-hmm.
It's, you know, for show. So I don't think he's ready to love, and they'll get rid of him. He'll definitely be weeded out, just like the girl who had the aggressive bartender.
Oh, my. Why was he shaking that drink like that? So, all aggressive and stuff.
That
Was he trying to
crazy.
impress her?
I
mean,
my pearl.
And he was
Like,
staring at her like, I didn't like it.
Yeah.
I didn't like it at all.
Kinda
Okay.
scary.
But you know who I think has a connection so far in the show? Walter and Moomin. Do you remember
I
the
have
two
no
couples?
idea their names
They
yet.
had a little date in the park. Remember, she jumped on his back.
Okay, the park couple.
Yes, I
All
see
right.
that. But so that's them so far, Walter and Moomin. But I guess we just have to watch and see who else makes a connection on the show because I'm not really feeling it so far. You guys tell me what you think
Yeah.
so far. Episode 3 of Ready to Love.
Well, I know this much. I love the theme more than I love the show.
Are you ready? I'm ready to love. All right now.
honey.
Okay.
Vocals.
Candace, what's up?
Yes. Top that, Candace. All right. Well, you know what? I don't know too many shows right now that can top this Colin in black and white.
Oh my goodness.
Creeping up the Netflix chart.
Yes,
it was
it
top
is.
10 in the first 48
It
hours.
was.
Amazing show. So because of the format, I think people thought it was just going to be a biopic about Colin's life, but what he has managed to do, him and Ava DuVernay, is to weave in these historical moments.
Absolutely.
And it was something that just blew us away.
It was amazing. I was one of those people who thought it's just going to be a biopic. You know, we're going to be watching how traditional biopics were. But when I
Yeah.
saw it and how he's narrated and also watching himself on TV and was feeling all those emotions,
Mhm.
like reliving those emotions, the microaggressions he was facing as a kid and probably still that he's faced to this very day.
Mhm.
But it's also eye-opening because there are a lot of mixed kids who grew up in situations as Colin who are going through it now and is making it realize, okay, I'm not alone.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
even for the parents who are raising these mixed kids.
I think it speaks strongly to families now, and there's a lot of white families who are raising black kids saying, "Oh, okay, this is what they're going through, and
Yeah.
now this will be a tool to help them." So kudos to Colin for that. I am just amazed at the format. I can't stress that enough. If you haven't seen it, please see it.
Yes.
And he celebrated a birthday.
He celebrated a
Yes, he
birthday.
did.
Happy belated birthday, Colin.
Happy
We love it and we love you.
Happy birthday
Hey,
to you.
hey.
It's gonna be the
Ooh, we
singing
singing
show.
today, right?
Yes.
All right. And that was a great birthday gift. I understand the last time we checked, he was number 4
Yes.
on Netflix
Yeah, number 4.
Yes.
list. All right. So definitely something you need to watch if you haven't. Now, on our gotta watch list,
Mhm.
we all have our individual choices. Mine would have to be BMF. Black Mafia Family. That's what it stands for. In Detroit, my day, back in my day. In Detroit, though, it follows two brothers, Big Meech and Terry Flannery. They become the godbrothers of a criminal movement. And actually, it's a real story. The real Big Meech is played by his son, Demetrius Jr. So please watch it on Stars. It airs Sundays.
My gotta watch list, y'all. Our Kind of People, starring Yaya DaCosta. Now, Yaya plays a single mother who is literally going back to get what she is owed. Her mom passed away. She's going back to Martha's Vineyard, to the affluent black community, and she's going to find her father, and she got some questions, and she wants some answers. So please watch that. It comes on Tuesdays on Fox at 9 o'clock.
My gotta watch. Oh my God, this drama series moved me, moved my soul. It's probably the number one watch show on Netflix right now, Maid.
Oh,
All right, so with Maid is a single mom. Her name is Alex, who turns into a housemaid in order to make ends meet. And after leaving an abusive relationship with her ex, she finally overcomes homelessness to create a better life for her precious daughter, Maddie.
make sure you watch it with a lot of Kleenex, all right? Well, people really weren't crying about Red Table Talk. Collectively, we had that on our gotta watch list.
Right.
And it wasn't so much because of the show, it was the takeaway. And the takeaway was a question: why do you think women suffer in silence when it comes to incompatible sex? I'm gonna need you to put that in the comments today. Type it up, put
Yep.
it in there, and we'll talk about it the next time.
Yes, drop your answers in the comments. We want to know. And you never know, we'll probably shout it out next time.
That's right. So make sure next time you're back with us November 19th. We'll definitely be answering all of your questions, or at
Right.
least most of them.
Yes.
That's right. When it'll be all about the gray table talk. All right?
Ooh.
Woo.
I see what you
Come
did
on
there.
now.
Rundown. Are you ready?
Because I'm
Ready for the rundown.
Ooh, I like that. Yes.
Look out, Candace. We're coming for you.
I cannot.